All right, so we've, I think, compiled the three files, and we are to import those files into our database. And I told you that in order to compile, or let's say create one file for importing, you have to use the formulas. That was point number two. What I did was copy pasting, right? You shouldn't be doing that because this is actually a requirement by the examiner that you are to use the formulas to import your data. So I'll just review my files. I've got the all employees personal info. Right? I've got payroll number, given name, family name, street address, city, town, postcode, date of birth, date of employment, site, job code, and contract hours. So this is going to be my employees table. Then we don't need Ashford, Bolton, Cardiff because they are already um, merged. Also the Dundee. If we look at the job code, I saved this file as job code. So this is my job code information, which has job code as the primary key, job description there. And then we have the site info, which is given to us, right? The field names are in the correct format, data is in the correct format. I just need to import it. The first task was to create the data dictionary. So we created the data dictionary in Word table, in Microsoft Word, right? And I told you that there are four components, four elements to be included in data dictionary. One is the field names, data type, field size, format, metadata, other data, in which you are to mention the primary keys, foreign keys, input masking, and validation if possible. All right. Now we'll open up Access. I'm just going to close the data dictionary, close the Excel files as well. Right. We'll open up Access, open up the blank database. This is my solution to normalization task 1. And we are going to save this in the same folder. Click on create. We'll close the blank table. Straight away go to external data, new data from file, text file, browse, desktop, all employees personal info. It is detected as delimited. First row contains the field names. Review your data, see if you need to check the text qualifier. It seems perfectly fine. Now the payroll number is short text, given name short text, family name short text, this is short text, this is short text, this is short text. Date of birth is date with time, this is date with time, this is short text, this is short text, and contract hours is long integer. Primary key, I'm going to set the payroll number as my primary key. And this is my employees table. Done. Side by side, I'm going to show you how you're going to create your evidence document. So I will use the same data dictionary file. So first table imported, again new data from file, text file. Now I need the site info. First row contains the field names. This is short text. You can see the office telephone number is detected as long integer. This needs to be short text. And office fax numbers needs to be short text. Click on next. Primary key is going to be my site. Click on next, and this is my site info. The last table that we are to import is of the job description, right? So that is not available because I saved it as an Excel file. So I will just choose from file Excel. Click on browse, and this is my job code file. First row contains the column headings, job code, and this is short text. Primary key is going to be my job code, and this is job description. These were the three tables required by the examiner: data for the employees, site details, and description of the job codes. Okay. Now, referring to my data dictionary, I'm going to set the properties. So I will open up the employees table, click on home, go to my design view. First of all, I've mentioned this as the input mask for my payroll number. So I will select my payroll number, and in the input mask, I will type these characters. Then date format is this. So date of birth and the date of birth. This is my format. Date of employment. This is my format. Go to your data sheet to view your changes. You can see the date format is in this format now. Double T, double M, and 4 Ys. And the payroll number is being applied with the input mask. There are no errors, which is why I was able to switch to the data sheet. Coming back, I will just see if there are anything, if there's another input mask for the job code. So I will just add that. We'll select job code, and in the input mask, type 2L. Contract hours is integer, so which is long integer. This is perfectly fine. Save the changes. Come back to your design view and start taking the screenshots. So first is that the table structure of my employees table. So 1. Then, since I've added the input masking for the payroll number, I can also take a screenshot in order to make sure that the examiner might have marks for it. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this as well. It should just show that you applied the input mask on the payroll number. I also applied the format for the date of birth. You can take a screenshot of this. You can take a screenshot of date of employment. You can also take a screenshot of the job code since you applied the input mask. So after taking all these screenshots, you can see that you have taken all evidence of the employees table. Once this is done, you go on to the job description. Same thing applies. For the job code, I have to apply the input mask as double L. Take a screenshot of the job description, data structure, come to your evidence document and paste your screenshot. Open up
Sorry sir, I was late in class. Basically इनका कोई सिस्टम क्रैश हुआ है, आता ही नहीं है सामने क्लास स्टार्ट हो चुकी है कि नहीं। फर्क फर्क डेट्स के ऊपर इन्होंने क्लासेस रखी हुई हैं।
Zaman, your mic is not mute. Last of all, we open up site. We go on to site and we will take the screenshot of the data structure or the table structure, paste it here. Not only this, open up each table and take a screenshot of the data, some part of the data. All right. So add how the data looks. Employees table done. Job description. All right. So table structures and also the data view of all tables. You don't have to paste the whole data. Just take a few records, include them in your screenshot and paste it in the evidence document. Next part is that we are to create the relational database. For that, we are to create the relationships. So we go to database tools, we click on relationships, and we are going to add all our tables. The job code is going to be linked with the job code here. Take a screenshot of this, paste it in your evidence document. Click on create. You can also apply the referential integrity because you're sure that the data is in the correct format in both the tables, so it will be consistent, and referential integrity can be applied. Click on the site. This is the relationship. You can also enforce the referential integrity. Take a screenshot, place it here. Take another screenshot of this because it shows the referential integrity being applied. So these screenshots are basically there to let the examiner know what type of relationship you have made. And last of all, you will take a screenshot of this as well. So information related to your database in all forms is basically given to the examiner. Are we clear on this? Close the
Yes, sir.
relationships and save them. So the database was to be named as this. When you were creating the file, you can name this combined factory data. Now, this point shows that the company needs information about the work, about the number of staff working at each site. Betaji, just give me 5 minutes. All right. So point number 4 says the company needs information about the number of staff working at each site. How many people are working at each site? Create a report to display the number of staff employed in each job at each site. So based on what they are doing, how many they are, you are to show it. Number of people बताने. The header and footer must have a black background 2 centimeter in height, text displayed in white sans serif font. The report must have the title Staff Numbers at Each Factory. Set the font size for this title to 24 points and all other text in the header and footer to be 16 points. The columns must be labeled with the job description for each job. Total number of staff must be shown in the report header with the label total company staff. How many staff members there are, you are to show it at the top. Insert your name, center number, candidate number in the footer. In short, the formatting of the report is a professional quality. The layout of the report should look like this. And then you are to export this report as a PDF file named staff report. Okay. So what type of report is this? It's a cross-tab report. One way to do this is you go to create, you click on query design. Although there are no criteria to be applied, so you can straight away go to the cross-tab wizard to make this. However, I recommend that it is always better to make a query first, include only the fields that you require, and then create the report or let's say the cross-tab through the wizard. First of all, we need the information of what job they actually do. So job description is required. So I will add job description. Second, you are to tell how many at different sites. So the site information needs to be there. So I will add site to this, right? And then we are to show how many. So we need a third field for the crosstab to be made. And for that, we are going to add them up or count them, not add, count them. So I just need one field which is going to be used to apply the count onto my data. Now, since they are linked through the employees table, I can just take the payroll number to be the field which is going to give me the count of people. If I just click on run, I've got this. Okay. So you can see that if I look at the admin assistant, I just sorted the data. So these are the admin assistants. This is how many people are basically working. However, out of these people, some are working at Bolton, some are working at Ashford, some are working at Cardiff, some are working at Dundee. So this information needs to be given. I just close this and save my file by query1. Based on this query, I'm going to go to create and click on query wizard. It's going to be a cross-tab query wizard. We click on OK. Which table of the query contains the fields? I have a query saved, and this is my query, which is going to be containing all the fields that I require for this cross-tab. Click on next. Which field values do you want as the row headings? The row headings. Row headings. Ashford, Bolton, Cardiff, Dundee. So I need the site as my row headings. Which fields do you want as your column headings? I want the job description to be my column heading. Click on next. What do I need to apply for my remaining field? I want to count them. Do you want to include this each row? Yes, I can include it for now because I need to give the total number of employees at the top. So for now, I'm going to add this and click on next. What do you want the name to be for your query? I want it to be staff members at each factory. So staff members at each factory. Click on finish. So cross tab made, close this and save it. Next, select the cross tab, go to create and click on report wizard. I want all the fields. Click on next. How do you want to group it? I don't want to add any grouping level. I don't want to sort anything. Click on next. This is going to be a tabular format. The orientation can be landscape or portrait. It's up to you. I'll go with landscape. Click on next. This is my heading and we click on finish. Let's look at the okay, so one of the fields is basically creating an error, which is the query1 job description. Okay, let's delete this. Why does it create an error? This is probably the total. Okay, so we go to create again, click on report wizard, total of payroll number, on next, next. Where is it opened up? Doesn't have it. No Excel file open. Okay, let me check this. Go to create, we click on query wizard. Cross tab. Let's make the query again. So query one, we have job description added. Job description is taken from here. We have the site. I can add the site from here. And then I don't need this information. And I need, let's say, the payroll number. On run, close this, save it, go to create again. We click on the query wizard, cross tab. This has the information. I want the site to be my row headings, column to be job description, payroll number count, include the total. So query made, close it. Based on this, I'm going to create the report. All what you need to do is, I'll just close the print preview. I'll just go to the layout view. You just need to customize the design. Okay, make space. This needs to be a total. So I will just, this is the number of total number of employees working for the company. This total needs to be present over here as per the report design. So total staff, company staff is going to be displayed here. Now you just need to customize the design accordingly. Change a few fonts sizes, apply the background color. I think you should be able to do this from now, this point onwards. Are we clear on this?